I want the millions, hold up, fuck that. I want the billions, I make an impression when I hit the building. They be like, that nigga LANDEEZY, he killed them.
Alright, so I'm at the night transportation center, but I am with Swift, as you can see by the head. Yeah. I'm about to go over here and really break this stuff down to y'all, because I've been at school for 20 hours, 10 hours yesterday, 10 hours today, and I got this entire truck down pack, and I'm gonna show y'all how I did it. So I'm gonna show y'all. Sorry, it's a long range. Everybody else over there working on the truck within 7 to 10 minutes. I'm gonna try and do this. All right. Okay, we have the front of the truck, and we have the 3 middle marker lights, the 2 outer clearance lights, the low and high beam headlights, the left and right turn signal, and the 4-way flashers. They are securely mounted, not cracked, broken, or bent, and they are in the proper color of clear and amber, and they are clean and working properly. And then if you come over to my passenger side, we have all lines and hoses, including the radiator hose, securely mounted, not cracked, broken, bent, or leaking. We have all belts, including serpentine belt and fan belt, securely mounted, not cracked, broken, bent, or leaking. And then we also have the belt-driven alternator, securely mounted, not cracked, broken, or bent. All connections are secure, and there are no bare wires or cut wires. Then if you come over here, we have the exhaust system, and it is which goes from the manifold on the engine, under the cab, up up through the stacks, and it is securely mounted, not cracked, broken, bent, or leaking. If there was a leak, it will be soot residue present. And then we have the frame and cross members, it which goes from the rear of the vehicle all the way to the front, and it is securely mounted, not cracked, broken, or bent. It has no illegal welds and not missing any mounting bolts. Then if you come over here, it's been 3 minutes already, we gotta hurry up. I think it took me like a minute to get over here. We have on the driver's side, we have all lines and hoses, securely mounted, not cracked, broken, bent, or leaking. We have our gear-driven air compressor, securely mounted, not cracked, broken, bent, or leaking. We have our belt-driven water pump, securely mounted, not cracked, broken, bent, or leaking. We have our coolant, power steering fluid, and oil, securely mounted, not cracked, broken, bent, or leaking. It is securely, the caps are securely closed, and it is filled to the manufacturer's specs. And then we also have the steering gearbox and the gear-driven power steering pump, and it's high and low hoses, pressure hoses, and it is securely mounted, not cracked, broken, bent, or leaking. And then we have the pivot arm, drag link, steering knuckle, tie rod, and tie rod arms, securely mounted, not cracked, broken, or bent. And there are no missing castle nuts or cotter pins. Then for the suspension system, we have the front and rear spring mounts, the bushings, the leaf springs, and the center U-bolts, and the shock absorbers. It is securely mounted, not cracked, broken, bent, or shifted, and the shock absorbers aren't leaking any hydraulic fluid. Then if you come over here, we have the brake chamber with the C-clamp, and its lines and hoses is securely mounted, not cracked, broken, bent, or leaking. We have the slack adjuster, and the push rod is securely mounted, not cracked, broken, bent, or leaking. Not cracked, broken, or bent. All pins are there, and it has no more than 1 inch of free play when the brakes are released. We have the brake drums and shoes, it's securely mounted, not cracked, broken, or bent. And the shoes aren't dangerously worn, and there is a visible amount remaining, and there are no missing lug nuts or mounting bolts. I'm sorry. Then we have the tire. It is inflated to the manufacturer's specs. It is no cuts and bulges, and it is no less than 32 seconds of tread depth. And then we have the rims, securely mounted, not cracked, bent, broken, and no illegal wheels. We have the valve stem and its cap, securely mounted, not cracked, bent, broken, or leaking any air, and the cap is closed tightly. We have the lug nuts, securely mounted, not cracked, bent, or broken, and no silver shiny threads, and there is no rust trails to indicate a loose lug nut. I'm sorry, then we have our hub seals. It's securely mounted, not cracked, broken, bent, or leaking any oil or grease. And then when you come over, we have our clearance marker light, and it is securely mounted, not cracked, broken, or bent. It is the proper color of amber, and it is clean and working properly. Then we have the cab steps, securely mounted, not cracked, broken, or bent, and it's free of debris and can't hold my weight. Then we have our it's not here. Then we go to our door hinges and door seals. It's securely mounted, not cracked, broken, bent, or and the door can open and close freely, and the seals are intact. And then we have our mirror brackets, and the mirror is securely mounted, not cracked, broken, or bent, and the mirrors are clean. Then you come over here, we have our depth tank. Is securely mounted, not cracked, broken, bent, or leaking any depth, and it is tightly, securely closed with a blue cap. Anything else? Nope. Okay, then we can come over here. I don't think I'm gonna be done with this in 2 minutes like I thought, because we have the rest of the thing. Next we have our lines. We have our emergency line, which is red, and we have our service line, which is blue. It's securely mounted, not cracked, broken, bent, or leaking. And then we have our catwalk. It is, and the steps, it is securely mounted, not cracked, broken, bent, and it is free of debris. And then we have our drive shaft. It is securely mounted, not cracked, broken, bent, or leaking, and the U-joints are secure and free of debris. Then we have our electrical line. It is securely mounted at both ends with a safety latch, and there is no bare wires or cuts. And then we have our fuel tank. As y'all can see, I'm doing the ABCs. We have our fuel tank. It is securely mounted, not cracked, broken, bent, or leaking, and the cap is on tight. Then we have our glide hands that are securely mounted, not cracked, broken, bent, or leaking, and they are tightly secured, and the seals are closed. I believe I got that right. Then we have our header board. It is securely mounted, not cracked, broken, bent, and there are no damages or holes. Then we have our clearance light all the way at the top up there, if you see it. It is securely mounted, not cracked, broken, bent, and it is the proper color of amber, clean and working properly. Then we have our splash guard. It is, I believe that's the word, securely mounted, not cracked, broken, bent or torn. Let me see what else it is. Okay, and then we have our, oh my goodness, there's so many bugs. Then we have our front and rear control arm mounts. We have our control arms, we have our bushings, we have our leaf springs, and our shock absorbers and center U-bolt. You can't see it, but it's in the back there. It's securely mounted, not cracked, broken, bent, or shifted, and the bushings are in place. Oh, so many bugs. I'm sorry, y'all. What else? Oh, the brake system, drive axle brakes. We have the brake chamber, with the C clamp and its lines and hoses is securely mounted, not cracked, broken, bent, or leaking. Not cracked, broken, bent, or leaking. You can't see it, but it's back there. You could see it at the top. Securely mounted, not cracked, broken, bent, or leaking. Then we have our slack adjuster and push rod is securely mounted, not cracked, broken, bent, not missing any pins, and no more than an inch of free play when the brakes are released. And then we have our brake drums and shoes. It is securely mounted, not cracked, broken, or bent, and the drums are not dangerously worn, and there are no missing mounting bolts. Then for the tires itself, we have they are inflated to the manufacturer specs. They are securely not securely mounted. They are no less than 232 seconds of an inch of tread depth. There are no cuts and bulges, and the rims, they are securely mounted, not cracked, bent, or broken, and no illegal wheels. We have the lug nuts. They're securely mounted. They are all present. I feel like I missed that while I was down there. They are all present, tight, and oh my goodness, there's so many bugs. Tight, and there are no shiny threads or rust trails to indicate any loose lug nuts. And then we have the drive axle hub, and it is securely mounted, not cracked, bent, or broken, or leaking any oil or grease. Then we have the mud flaps. It in the DOT reflective tape. It is securely mounted, not cracked, bent, broken, or torn, and the reflective tape is visible, not torn, and clean. And we have all of our reflective lights and lights. It is the brake light, reverse light, left and right turn signal, four-way flashers, clearance light, tail light. And it is securely mounted, not cracked, broken, bent, and they are all the proper color of red and clear, and they are clean and working. Then we have our landing gear. It is securely mounted, not cracked, broken, or bent, fully raised, and it is enough space between the driving wheels and the driving tires and the landing gear itself. And then we have the frame and its cross members. It is securely mounted, not cracked. We have the frame and the cross members that go from front to back, left to right, up and down, side to side. And it is securely mounted, not cracked, broken, or bent, and there is no holes in the trailer floors. And we have the reflective tape, DOT reflective tape on the sides of the trailer, and they are clean, visible, and not torn. If you come down here with me, we have the clearance and four-way flasher marker light. It is securely mounted, not cracked, bent, or broken, in the proper color of amber, and it is clean and working properly. It's been 16 minutes, y'all. Oh my goodness, and we still got this to go. Okay, we have so many bugs. It's sad. Then we have the tandem release handle, and it's and the locking pin. It is securely mounted, not cracked, bent, or broken, and the latch is locked in place, and all the locking pins are through the holes. And then we have the front and rear spring mounts. I think that is. Let me just make sure. Yep, front and rear spring mounts, bushings, torsion bar, leaf springs, and center U-bolt. It is securely mounted, not cracked, bent, broken, or shifted, and the bushings are in place. And yeah. What else? Oh, we have the what is it? Oh, this is just the trailer. We have the trailer brakes. It is the brake chamber, and the brake chamber, the C-clamp, and its lines and hoses is securely mounted, not cracked, bent, broken, or torn. Not cracked, bent, broken, or leaking. It is and then we have the slack adjuster and push rod. It's securely mounted, not cracked, bent, or broken, and no missing pins, and it's less than an inch, no more than an inch of free play when the brake is released. And then we have the brake drums and shoes. It's securely mounted, not cracked, bent, broken, and the securely mounted, not cracked, bent, broken, and the shoes aren't dangerously worn, and it is visible amount still remaining, and there are no missing mounting bolts. And then we have the tires. It is securely mounted, not securely mounted. The tires are inflated to the manufacturer's specs, and it is no cuts or bulges, and it is no less than 32 seconds of tread depth. And then we have the rims. It's securely mounted, not cracked, bent, or broken, and no illegal wells. We have the lug nuts. It's securely mounted, not cracked, bent, or broken, and there are no shiny threads or rust stains, rust trails to indicate any loose lug nuts. And then we have the hub seals, securely mounted, not cracked, bent, broken, or leaking any gas and oil. And what else is it? We have our mud flaps. It is securely mounted, not cracked, bent, broken, or torn. And then we have our ABS light and rear marker light, and it is securely mounted, not cracked, bent, broken, and in the proper colors of amber and red, and it is clean and working properly. And you go around, we have the door hinges, and the door latch, and it is securely mounted, not cracked, bent, or broken, and the latches are secured. Then we have our 3 marker lights. Our what's this called? I keep forgetting what's this called. The license plate light, and then we have our outer lights that are the clearance lights, tail lights, brake lights, left and right turn signals, and four-way flashers. And they are all secured, securely mounted, not cracked, bent, broken, and in the proper colors of red and clear, and they are clean and working properly. And then we have the reflective tape on the the DOT reflective tape on the door and the DOT bumper. It is clean, visible, and not torn. Then we have the DOT bumper itself. It is securely mounted, not cracked, bent, or broken. And anything else? That is about it. And everything that I did on my driver's side, I will also check just the same on my left passenger side, right passenger side, whichever way you look at it. And that took 21 minutes, y'all. I have been at the Driveco and came in for Swift, but you know, Driveco is Driveco. I have been here for 2 days. I started Tuesday. It is now Thursday. Tuesday mostly consisted of, you know, filling out paperwork, taking tests and stuff like that. But we came out and we did everything we were supposed to do. Next, well, I did everything I was supposed to do. Next, you know, it would be more so focusing on the air brakes and the, what is it called? The air brakes and the, I gotta get to it when I get to it. The end cap, that's what it's called. Yeah, today they had us, whoever had their permit, they had us being able to, you know, be right here and have this truck and just learn back up, going back and forth. And that was for whoever like felt like they was ready and had their permit. So I mostly learned this like with the help of other students because we didn't have an instructor. Mostly I only see my instructor once, and he came yesterday. And yeah, so it was mostly just like us teaching each other type of thing. But he did come and like help us understand a little more and like go through things with us. But yeah, I've only seen him one day since I've been here. That is what's going on. I'll keep y'all updated of everything. I just wanted to show y'all my progress because I've only been here at the place for 20 hours now, basically 20 hours. So yeah, if you put your mind to it, you can do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm 21, I am 14, and very girly, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like all I feel like I was gonna see was rust and everything, but it's pretty good. Like I really like it. Like I can't wait to start driving. So I'm gonna just keep y'all updated, and yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. You know what I'm saying?
Flex, get dough, get more, re-up, check it up, get back, 10 racks, flex, 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 go. LANDEEZY.